and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Councilwoman Barnum.
Here.
Councilwoman Hush-LaRae.
Here.
Councilman Purticone.
Here.
Councilman Weiner.
Here.
Supervisor Seeley.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, we have two items for board action tonight pertaining to the same matter, and I'll just preface it with just a brief explanation. In 2002, the town entered into a lease agreement for a cell tower at McAvoy Park. We have discovered that in 2002, the town never received permission from the state to alienate the parkland, and as such, we are now retroactively alienating the land to, in effect, legitimize the payments we've received. This is, believe it or not, not uncommon. It happens before. There is a remedy to this. It's done through state legislation. So we have been working with Senator Funke, Majority Leader Morelli in the Assembly, and as well as the respective home rule councils in each house of the legislature to have home rule legislation enacted that alienate the parkland both retroactively and moving forward. At this time, the state legislature is roughly 2 weeks from terminating its body of work for this session, so we deemed it necessary to do a special board meeting in order to transfer the home rule authorization to each house, without which they could not pass the legislation. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I will now call on our first item for board action.
All right, item number 1. Adopt a resolution pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act with respect to the home rule resolution.
Ms. Ivers?
Thank you, Supervisor. So the proposed action is an unlisted action under seeker, and in considering the potential environmental impacts, in addition to all of the issues that we looked at, a couple of specific items we addressed were community character and aesthetic. The tower is located on the southwest corner of the park adjacent to Route 590 right-of-way. The location significantly minimizes the impacts to nearby residential areas and is most visible from the neighboring highway, and utilities like these are preferred to be sited in these kinds of settings. Additionally, this area is identified as being archaeologically sensitive by the New York State Historic Preservation Office, but similar to other developed sites, there's no significant adverse impact to archaeological resources due to the fact that the site's been previously developed and enhanced, and that SHPO generally adopts the understanding that if in developed areas, it's very unlikely that archaeological sensitive materials would be found, and therefore there's not an adverse impact. The project also potentially, there's an endangered species with the long-eared bat. However, the project had no tree removal associated with it, and so therefore would not be applicable. For all these reasons, the project's been deemed not to have any moderate or large impacts, and we're recommending a negative declaration.
Any questions for Ms. Ivers? Okay, I'll have a motion to move the resolution.
Moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Item number 2, adopting a home rule resolution.
Can I have a motion?
Moved.
In a second?
Second.
Okay, and again, this will, in effect, authorize the legislature to amend state law to alienate the parkland. This, I will note, this does not create a new lease. This will only legitimize the existing lease. OmniPoint, the holder of the lease, has approached the town about amending the lease, which we will have at a subsequent conversation about, and reserve the right to negotiate that on behalf of the town. Any questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is adopted. I'm now going to move pursuant to Public Officer Law 105. I move that we enter into executive session to discuss matters leading to the appointment of a particular person. We will be brief. Can I have a motion? And a second. All's- we have to approve that?
Yeah, going into executive.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? p.m. I'll note that's 3 p.m., that's a new start time due to the supervisor's personal travel. And the next regular town board meeting is June 16th at 7 p.m. This concludes the body of work for our special town board meeting. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Meeting is adjourned.
This presentation of the Arundecoit Town Board on ICAT 12, Arundecoit's government access channel.